个老女人，你的化妆品
一点礼貌也没有。
她就是一个恶毒的女人。
你说你想去，你说你想吃水果，我下去给你买了没？
见到你的水果，
我跟谁
出去勾搭哪个男人了？
你看到了吗？你有证据吗？那我不解释什么，你俩一块过。
你不解释，你就是认同了。那你就是在外边勾搭别的男人，还敢跑在这儿来闹？谁做错了？谁
对我就是在外面勾搭男人，怎么了
？The spoiled younger sister moved into the newlywed older brother and sister-in-law's home, relying on her older brother to provide all food, clothing, and expenses. The younger sister went even further, privately wearing the sister-in-law's personal clothing, yet without even saying a word. The sister-in-law could not bear it any longer and spoke up to remind her, but the younger sister righteously stated, "All the food, clothing, and things are paid for by my older brother. I'll spend the money however I want. I'll use the cosmetics however I want. It's none of your business." Hearing this, the sister-in-law completely exploded, angrily cursing the younger sister as shameless. Right in front of the older brother, the two had a quarrel over a disagreement.
我的衣服我的包他拿了多少呀？你自己不知道吗？他哪怕跟我说一下，我也有会让他用啊。
哪有天天那样啊？你就是小题大做。
我哪小题大做？他用过多少？
你的化妆品我才不稀罕用呢。你的化妆品都是我哥买的，我用怎么了？
走，你拿走了多少东西啊？我说过你没有。
女士，
每次都
那都是我哥花钱买的，那是我哥的东西，是你吗？你个老女人，你的化妆品
一点礼貌也没有。你说我老，你还以为你说看自己长啥样？
小梅，
要啥没啥，一点礼貌都没有，一点教养都没有。
你这么老一个女人，你的化妆品我用了半年，
你多好看！
Standing in front, with not only dewy skin but also a sexy figure and a pretty face, is the beauty Nana. The dark and sturdy young man beside her is Nana's husband, Xiao Sunday. Nana, with a face full of grievance, said that she and her husband had been married for less than a year. Because they were newlyweds, the two had deep feelings and in life everything was in harmony. This made Nana feel she had married the right person and was very happy. But this happy little life did not last long before it was completely disrupted by the arrival of the younger sister. Nana said the younger sister had just graduated from university and was currently a youth waiting for employment, usually very lazy and fond of good food, and also spent money lavishly. Because she was staying temporarily in their newlywed home, Nana usually could not stand the younger sister's lazy style, so the two often disliked each other and quarreled. But every time the two had a dispute, her husband would unconditionally side with his younger sister, which made Nana very heartbroken. Nana said that today she must make a final decision. This home is either with her or with me. If there is me, there is no her. If there is her, there is no me. What exactly did the younger sister do that was so excessive as to make this sister-in-law so unable to bear it?
是什么问题？给我们说说。
就是我想让他在我跟他妹妹之间做一个选择。
妹妹之间做选择是什么选择？
要么他走，要么我走。
这个妹妹到底做了什么事情，让任女士你觉得这丈夫都可以不要？
对，
妹妹怎么了？
太多了，你知道吗？
你举一个例子。
就比如，因为他妹妹现在是住在我们家，我的护肤品、我的化妆品、我的包、我的衣服，他都说都不说，都直接拿走用，
就跟自己的一样。
对，
那咱们都是一家人，他用你的东西，
那他至少跟我说一声啊。但是他连跟我说都不说，
这个有必要吗？就是化妆品这些东西，你要怎么说？你
选吧，反正我今天来到这儿，你选你妹或者选我，你不用跟我说太多。
Nana, with a face full of anger, said that this younger sister at home behaves high and mighty, and can even be described as shameless without exaggeration. The private cosmetics, bags, and even clothes that she placed at home. This younger sister uses them however she wants, wears them however she wants, and never tells her, completely treating them as her own, which Nana finds totally unacceptable. Her husband Xiao Sun, with an indifferent expression, said they are all one family. You are the older sister-in-law, there is no need to be so petty. Nana, seeing that her husband is still defending his younger sister, is very angry and retorts that this is not a matter of being generous as the older sister-in-law, but that this younger sister simply does not take her seriously at all. If she showed her due respect and treated her as the older sister-in-law, she would not be stingy about letting her use her things. Because of these matters she had often tried to reason with the younger sister, but each time the younger sister, with an attitude of superiority and even reversing the roles, said, "These were all paid for by my older brother, I will use them however I want, you can't control me." Nana did not want to tear things apart with the younger sister, so each time she asked her husband to judge fairly, but her husband would always side with the younger sister. Now she truly could not tolerate this useless younger sister who is bad at everything and wastes food. and in anger, she revealed once more a very excessive and shameless thing the younger sister had done.
除了这件事还有没有其他的事情？
还有一次，就是我朋友出差了，然后把车放在外边，让我开到我家嘛。当时钥匙我也没，我就放客厅。然后有一天我出门，突然发现那个钥匙不在，然后我看那个车也被开走了，这连说都没说一声。然后他妹给我打电话说，我这会儿有事我就在外边了，这个车我直接给你放着，你自己过来开吧。然后当我去开车的时候，发现车划了这么大一个口，而且那是我朋友的车。我觉得我在他心里边根本就没有位置。
她是我妹，我不应该维护吗？她刚毕业，她懂什么？
那他现在年龄不小，他也不是小孩了，他已经成年了。
她对你不好吗？我对你不好吗？非要整这一出，作的。
你别跟我说了，你今天要么选他，要么选我，你别说太多，我不听。
不是，咱们正。
Nana became angry at the mention of this matter. Not long ago, a relatively close friend of hers had to travel far, so she drove the car to downstairs of Nana's building and temporarily entrusted it to Nana for safekeeping. At that time she put the keys at home and went to deal with other things. Afterward she needed to drive out once, but no matter how she searched at home she could not find the car keys. She clearly remembered putting the keys on the table. Just when Nana was puzzled, her younger sister called to inform her that she had taken the car to go shopping at the supermarket, and now had something to do, so she would not drive the car back, telling Nana to pick up the car herself and, after telling her the place where the key was stored, directly hung up the phone. Nana thought the younger sister had gone too far. Usually taking her things was one thing, but now even such a valuable item as someone else's car was used so casually. And she just took it away as she wished, and when she didn't want to drive it anymore she threw it somewhere and ignored it. Nana said that at the time, thinking of the younger sister's temperament, things were definitely not so simple. She absolutely must have driven until the car ran out of fuel and wanted her to call a tow truck to refuel and be the fool. But when Nana arrived and saw the condition of the car, she was directly stunned. The younger sister had no idea how she had been driving. There were serious scratches on the car body. Nana, upon seeing it, lost control of her emotions on the spot and immediately called, but the other party's phone was off and she could not be reached. Then Nana called her husband and asked him to demand an explanation from his younger sister. Unexpectedly, the very first thing her husband said made Nana even more collapsed.
你不说这事儿，你说这事儿，
你觉得这事儿还小吗？
你车是不是出车祸了是吧？第一时间咱们应该关心人有没有事儿是吧？你上来就问咱们那个啥啊，你车。
他要有事他就会给我打电话了，你别说了好吗？你妹了，
第一时间不应该关心咱们妹妹有没有受伤吗？你第一时间竟然关心，
你能不能别啥事都想着你妹啊？
我其实我都很难理解到，划了一道你不担心这个车，他的朋友的车怎么去解释？那个车划了一道，那能受什么伤啊？
那你毕竟是出车祸了是吧？
你是不是就剐蹭一下啊？又不是说撞毁了。
那你虽然说是剐蹭，万一他说是严重了，
你的和妹妹是一种什么样的感情啊？就孙先生讲的这个，尤其刚开始讲的，因为化妆品这事呢，我听完之后我是觉得很诧异的。我且不讲这个卫生问题，就我会觉得化妆品这种东西，就像毛巾、刮胡刀，就它是一个非常私人的东西，拿来就用，用了而且觉得就没什么。我觉得这个可能是有一种对于任女士来讲有一种感觉被侵犯到，我私人的领地被侵犯到的东西。你到底亏欠了妹妹多少
？Nana, full of anger, said that when she could not find the younger sister, she dialed her husband's phone and asked him to ask the younger sister how she planned to handle it. But what Nana never expected was that after hearing the entire incident, her husband not only did not blame the younger sister, but directly criticized her, asking why she did not care whether the younger sister was injured or had any accident. Hearing this, the guest teacher sitting below the stage could not bear it and criticized the husband Xiao Sun as truly unreliable. The car was her wife's friend's. Your biological younger sister took it out without saying a word and scraped it, and you not only didn't ask about the process but immediately blamed your wife for not caring whether the younger sister was injured. It was a scrape, not a crash. Moreover, when your younger sister called to inform Nana, she didn't even mention this. When the car owner returns, what should be done? Setting these aside, how important are cosmetics and clothes to women? Privately touching these two things is no different from someone licking your half-eaten ice cream, taking a few more licks, and then putting it back in your hand for you to keep eating. The younger sister repeatedly did excessive things, and you as the older brother not only do not blame her, but instead protect her in every way. After that, the guest teacher asked Xiao Sun in confusion, Why are you so bottomlessly biased toward your younger sister? Could it be that there is some hidden reason unknown to others?
我妹啊，那是亲妹妹啊，
那我就不是你亲媳妇了是吗？
我作为一个臭直男啊，我在讲这些东西是直接挨到肌肤的。我们自己来洗衣服来讲，我的这个内衣和袜子、外衣都不能一块洗的啊，何况这个粉扑，我是能理解这一点。
也送是吧？他当时来不及，你知道吗？他就是。
那你为什么不送妹一套新的呢？
他当时给他买的也有，但是偶尔用一下。那这
偶尔用一下呀。那能天天都那样吗？他哪怕跟我说一下，我也会让他用啊。哪有天天那样啊？你就是小题大做。我哪小题大做？他用过多少回？而且他跟我说了，我也让他用，关键他说都不做。
Xiao Sun explained very calmly that one is his biological younger sister and one is his wife. Both women are his closest people. He usually also buys cosmetics, clothes, and the like for his younger sister. He does not favor either side. He also could not figure it out. Since his younger sister also had her own, why would she still use his wife's? Looking at her husband obviously muddying the waters, Nana said angrily that the younger sister was doing it deliberately. She had not only once taken the initiative to communicate with the younger sister, if you want to use something, you can, but can you tell me? But each time it was fruitless, and she was even scolded by the other side as stingy and miserly. In her view, the younger sister simply lacked upbringing. Just after Nana finished speaking, the younger sister arrived at the scene, and the two, as soon as they met, began to tear into each other. The scene was a big one.
我的衣服我都不知道他拿了多少呀，你自己不知道吗？
你的化妆品我才不稀罕用呢，你的化妆品都是我哥买的，我用怎么了？
走，你拿走了多少东西啊？我说过你没有。
任女士，
每次都
那都是我哥花钱买的，那是我哥的东西，是你的吗？你个老女人，你的化妆品
一点礼貌都没有。你说我老，你还以为说啊？自己看自己长啥样？
小梅，
要啥没啥，一点礼貌都没有，一点教养都没有。
你这么老一个女人，你的化妆品我用了半年，
你长得多好看，你还。
咱不人身攻击啊，你觉得化妆品的事该不该给嫂子说一声？
那他的化妆品都是我哥买的，我在家里没有，我用一下又怎么了？
那你让你哥给你买啊！
这么小气，
你都不能跟我说一下呢，你就直接用。
那是我哥的东西，是你的吗？
让你哥你俩过吧，别跟我说太多，你俩一块过去吧。
哎，你说话能不能注意一点？
好，我就问一下孙先生，孙先生，小梅所用的那些化妆品，你认为是谁的？
那你这个怎么说呢？你家里东西难道就是说你要做饭吃饭，你还要分谁的吗？
The young and beautiful woman with tender skin in front of everyone is the younger sister Mei Zi. Now in her early 20s, just graduated from university. As soon as Mei Zi sat down, she pointed at the sister-in-law's nose and cursed, and even called Nana old woman repeatedly, which made Nana tremble with anger. Then the two quarreled at the scene, making it a huge commotion. The host, seeing the situation spiraling out of control, hurried to mediate and asked Mei Zi why she used the sister-in-law's cosmetics and clothes without permission. Mei Zi responded with complete indifference that she was using them openly, so how could it be called sneaking? She also said arrogantly that since the things were bought by her older brother, they were equivalent to being hers. She could use them however she wanted. Why should she report to an outsider? Nana was furious at the younger sister's unreasonable words and said loudly and angrily, "I am the lady of this home. And you keep calling me an outsider? Fine. Then I will leave. You two go live your lives." Then the younger sister retorted without weakness, "You old woman. Go then. Do you really think you are something?" The two started insulting each other again. And the older brother and husband Xiao Sun, on the side, said to his wife, "We are all one family. Is it necessary to divide mine versus yours? Besides, you are the older sister-in-law. What's the big deal in letting the younger sister have things?" To be fair, Xiao Sun really protected his younger sister like a calf. No wonder the younger sister, feeling backed by her older brother, repeatedly did excessive things so fearlessly. Was Xiao Sun not afraid that such a beautiful wife would divorce him? At this moment, the younger sister exclaimed something shocking. The reason she deliberately made things difficult for this sister-in-law was for a reason. Because this sister-in-law has shameful things outside. Could it be that Mei Zi had some unspeakable handle on the sister-in-law? Then the younger sister revealed an unknown secret.
其实你是对他有情绪的，
她就是一个恶毒的女人。我一个人生病在家，我哥出去上班了，嘱咐她要照顾我。我在沙发上躺了一天，没有人管我。
你也太会污蔑人了吧！你说你想去，你说你想吃水果，我下去给你买了没？
见到你的水果，
我跟谁
出去勾搭哪个男人了？我哥回来，你是不是不在家？你是不是出去了？没有
让我给你端茶倒水，就我那会儿不在，你就说我没有照顾你妹妹。
不是我回来的时候，你确实不在啊，你倒是去哪儿了吗？
谁知道你出去干嘛啊？你能解释吗？你能说给我哥听吗？你敢让我哥知道吗？
如果你是这样觉得的话，那我不解释什么。
是你就是认同了，那你就是在外边勾搭别的男人。
Mei Zi, with an angry face, said, "Don't be fooled by how her sister-in-law now appears dignified and decent, acting like a good woman who abides by the rules. In fact, she is full of cunning. Not long ago, she had a cold and fever and was recuperating at home. Her older brother had to go out to work and could not take care of her, so he asked the sister-in-law to take care of her at home. The sister-in-law at the time vowed that it was no problem. But not long after her older brother left, this restless sister-in-law went out to find her new lover. Because she was thirsty and there was no one at home, she got up to pour water. Through the window, she saw the sister-in-law chatting downstairs with a man who drove a car. The two were chatting happily. And this man she had also seen more than once. She had seen him drop the sister-in-law off from his car and even send her to the door. After Mei Zi told this shocking news, the scene was in an uproar. Could it be that the newly married Nana really had a new lover outside? How would she explain?
你是一个什么样的人？
小梅，
你是一个多恶毒的人！
你看到了吗？你有证据吗？那我不解释什么，你俩一块过。
你不解释，你就是认同了，那你就是在外边勾搭别的男人，还敢跑在这儿来闹？谁做错了？谁对
我就是在外面勾搭男人，怎么了？
孙先生，你在这儿坐得住啊？妹妹这样说你的老婆，说她在外边勾搭男人，
我是
你坐得住啊？你还护着你这个妹妹？
我相信她的，但是我
你相信她，你让她解释啊！
小梅，别着急。
那你解释一下嘛？那天到底是怎么回事？
没有什么可解释的。
那你让他要解释，他又不解释。
之前没说过吗？拿这个话来说你的老婆，你坐得住啊？你头上不绿啊？
他小孩，他不
是妹妹说什么都行，明天把家里点了都行。
After listening to what the younger sister said, Nana was very angry and shouted back, "I worked hard at home to serve you, and not only do you not feel grateful, you even pour dirty water on me in every way. Usually small trivial things are fine, but you can even make up this kind of thing. To say you have no upbringing is light, it is shameless." Seeing the two women in an endless quarrel, the guest teacher questioned the husband Xiao Sun. "Your younger sister really has no sense of seniority and lacks upbringing. Even if there is some hidden reason, how can she talk about her sister-in-law like this regardless of occasion? As the saying goes, family shame should not be publicized." Then he asked Xiao Sun, "As a husband, you are really able to remain calm? Seeing your wife being accused by your younger sister of having other men outside, you can still remain unmoved?" The husband Xiao Sun, after hearing the guest teacher's criticism, quickly stood up to explain that he still had confidence in the feelings between the two of them. His wife would never cheat, and he also trusted his wife very much. Then he said that his younger sister should have misunderstood something about her sister-in-law. The younger sister said she was definitely not randomly throwing dirty water on the sister-in-law. Although she was a bit willful at home usually, she would never talk nonsense on this matter. Seeing how the younger sister vowed, could it be that she had some unspeakable evidence? Otherwise, she would not be so firm. Nana, angry, also loudly asked, "On what basis do you talk about me like this?" Then the younger sister revealed some unknown secrets she possessed.
他不是要证据吗？我亲眼看到他那个男同事把车
哪个男同事？
他们如果关系是一般同事关系的话，为什么把车放在我们家？为什么不放在别人家？
别着急，小梅，我算是听明白了啊。你所说的你嫂子外面有人了，就是那辆你开出去刮蹭住的那个车的车主是吗？
对，但不止一次，我在外面还见到过他跟别的男人约会。
小梅不能
约会？怎么讲？你看到什么了？
是哪天啊？
你问问你哥知不知道？
小梅，
我看到晚上他和一个男人私下去约会，
如实说，
就他们两个在一起走路。
走路是晚上几点？大概
7、8点那会儿。
哦，是你让鹏飞那个去接你那天吗？
对。
哎，小妹你误会了，我们都认识，然后拿个东西，然后 我走不开嘛。再说了，你也是，他小，他不懂，他对这些事情来说，
他不小，他21了。
你对我怎么样无所谓，但你不能对我哥不好。
让你哥你俩过吧，别跟我说太多，你俩一块过去吧。
The younger sister said with contempt that she had once personally seen that strange man drive the sister-in-law back, which was exactly the same man that the sister-in-law said had lent her the car. She had seen the two not just once, and not long ago had even seen them blatantly talking happily together. And walking together. Therefore there was that time when she secretly took the car out, and the car being scratched was also deliberately done by her. She just couldn't stand this sister-in-law who acted dignified and proper at home but flirted with others outside. After hearing what the younger sister said, Nana responded suspiciously that nothing of the sort had ever happened. She kept herself chaste for her husband and had never done anything out of line. Then she angrily demanded the younger sister state the specific time and place. The younger sister did not show weakness and listed them one by one. After hearing what the younger sister said, before Nana could explain, the husband Xiao Sun said that he knew about this, because this man was a friend they both knew, and that day was entirely a misunderstanding. It was he who called and asked the friend to conveniently send his wife back. It was entirely the younger sister overthinking. Seeing the misunderstanding resolved, Xiao Sun tried to persuade, "Younger sister, you cannot casually put a hat on someone. Your sister-in-law, such a virtuous woman, was spoken of by you as so unbearable." The younger sister still showed a disdainful expression, obviously disliking her sister-in-law. Before Nana could speak, the husband carelessly said to Nana, "The younger sister is still young, she doesn't think carefully when speaking, as the older sister-in-law don't take it too much to heart, the misunderstanding is cleared so let's forget it." To be fair, Xiao Sun is absolutely qualified as an older brother, but as a husband he is still somewhat lacking. Clearly his wife was the victim, yet she had to choose to be forced to forgive. In the end he did not even hear an apology from the younger sister. The younger sister still had an indifferent expression. Finally, Nana decided not to tolerate it any longer, and even prepared for divorce. Only under the persuasion of the guest teacher did she choose to observe for a period of time, but this was already the last chance.
Who was wrong in this matter? The younger sister's lack of rules is obvious, but what truly chills the heart is the husband's attitude. The most frightening thing in a family is not quarrels, but that in the quarrel you discover you are alone. What the wife needs is not cosmetics, not clothes, but the heart of being respected, being seen, and being stood with. And the husband's sentence, "she is still a child," is like a knife, pushing all the wife's grievances back. Boundaries between people are trampled like this. Some marriages are not lost to a third party, but lost to favoritism and default. So what do you think Nana should do? You are welcome to leave your opinions. Let's discuss together. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.